reached across the sheets in the gray of early light, but the fabric's cold and heavy from the middle of the night. The space you used to occupy is a canyon wide and deep, and I'm just a weary traveler with a promise I can't keep. The door frame bears the markings where you used to lean and wait. Now it's just a boundary between my sorrow and the gate. I'm wearing your old sweater just to feel the phantom heat, but the wool is losing color and the scent is bittersweet. Yeah, your touch is gone like a whisper in the wind, and I don't know where my life ends or where yours should begin. Every nerve is screaming for the skin I used to know, but I'm reaching out for embers while I'm standing in the snow. Yeah, your touch is gone, and I'm just letting go. My hands are shaking lately, they've forgotten what to hold. The story that we scripted is a book that's been unsold. I used to feel electric just by sitting at your side. Now I'm just a hollow shell with nowhere left to hide. Now your touch is gone like a whisper in the wind, and I don't know where my life ends or where yours should begin. Every nerve is screaming for the skin I used to know, but I'm reaching out for embers while I'm standing in the snow. Yeah, your touch is gone, and I'm just letting go. Fading fingerprints on the glass, watching every second pass. The warmth is gone, the light is gone, your touch is gone. The coffee's gone cold on the edge of the night. I'm tracing the shadows, just looking for light. You're sitting right there, but you're miles away. With 1,000 I love yous, we both used to say. And now the air in this room feels heavy and thin, and I don't even know where to begin. 'Cause your words used to cut, and your words used to heal, but this quiet is something I don't wanna feel. I take every scream, every the wall is the only thing loud. I'm lost in the static, I'm lost in the cloud. I'm looking for clues in the way that you breathe. Are you waiting for me, or just waiting to leave? The space in between us is growing so wide. There's nowhere for all of these feelings to hide. Break the glass, break my heart, just say anything at all. Don't let this be the way that we fall. I'm begging for a whisper, a sigh, or a spark, before I get used to the sound of the dark. 'Cause your words used to cut, and your words used to heal. But there's quite something I don't wanna feel. I take every scream, every tear, every ghost. But it's the lack of your voice that is killing me most. I'm screaming your name, but there's no one to host. Yeah, it's your silence that hurts me the most. Your silence is the loudest thing I've ever heard. Just give me one word, just one word. We built a castle out of whispered vows, but the silence is the only tenant now. I'm standing in the hallway of our always, watching dust settle in the empty doorways. The calendar is stuck on a Tuesday night, before the wrong load ran the right. I'm looking for the crack that let the cold air in, tracing back the moments to where we begin. But the maps are torn and the ink is dry. I'm just a witness to a slow goodbye. I was there the second that the stars went dark. I felt the cold snap of the breaking spark. It wasn't a thundercloud or a sudden rain, just the quiet weight of a hidden strain. I held the pieces till my fingers bled, replaying every word we never said. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of the heart, the day that forever fell apart. Your side of the bed is a frozen lake, a hollow space I'm not allowed to take. I saw you yesterday in a stranger's face, a ghost of us in a crowded place. You're moving on like the seasons do, while I'm still buried in the photo from a year ago, tracing a smile I don't see anymore. You're wearing that jacket, the one with the tear, but the person inside it just isn't there. You walk through the door like a ghost in the hall, and I'm just a shadow pinned to the wall. I used to know the rhythm of your heart by the beat. Now I'm shivering next to you under the sheet. I'm searching for us in the hall of your eyes, but all I keep finding are clever disguises. It's not that you left, it's that you're still here, but you've turned into someone I've learned to fear. The warmth in your touch has frozen to stone, and I've never felt quite this much alone. I'd warn you much better if you'd actually gone, but I'm stuck in the wreckage of what you've become. Yeah, it's the way you changed that's breaking me down. We used to speak in a language of sighs. Now you look at me with such strangers' eyes. You've traded your kindness for walls made of glass, watching the ghost of our memories pass. I'm reaching for hands that don't wanna be held, watching the stories we promised get quelled. Where did the dream go? Where is the light I used to know? Did I lose you to time, or did you lose yourself while I'm left like a book gathering dust on a shelf? It's not that you left, it's that you're still here, but you've turned into someone I'd learned to feel. The warmth in your touch has frozen to stone, and I've never felt quite this much alone. I'd warn you much better if you'd actually gone, but I'm stuck in the wreckage of what you've become. Yeah, it's the way you changed that's breaking me down. I'm still the same, but you don't even remember my name. The way you changed, the way you I still wake up on the left side of the mattress, rotation of your head is fading like a promise, a secret that the cotton linen keeps. I reach out in the dark to find your shoulder, but my fingers only meet the morning air. The house is getting quiet and the air is getting colder, and I'm talking to a ghost who isn't there. Oh, the space beside me is a canyon wide, a hollow monument to everything we hide. It's the loudest thing in every single room, a heavy garden where the shadows bloom. I'm haunted by the shape of what's not there, tracing your outline in the empty air. I didn't know a void could be so heavy to carry. In the space beside me where we were meant to marry, your toothbrush is a relic on the counter, a little piece of plastic turning gray. I'm a desperate, broken-hearted beachcomber, trying to wash the salt of you away. I went to buy the groceries for two today and caught myself before I hit the aisle. It's the little habits that refuse to go away, the way I'm still waiting for your smile. Is it empty on your side of the city? Do you ever reach across the seat of your car? Or is moving on just a cruel kind of pity that leaves you wondering exactly where you are? I'm living in the after, but I'm stuck in the before, staring at the sunlight pooling on the floor. Oh, the space beside me is a canyon wide, a hollow monument to everything we hide. It's the loudest thing in every single room, a heavy garden where the shadows bloom. I'm haunted by the shape of what's not there, tracing your outline in the empty air. I didn't know a void could be so heavy to carry. In the space beside me where we were meant to marry, just a pillow and a dream that's gone to sleep, a distance that I'm far too tired to keep. The space beside me, it's all I have left of you. It's all I have left. The coffee's cold on the nightstand where you left it. silence in this hallway is a weight I can't undo. I'm still tracing the outlines of a ghost in the doorway, trying to remember the exact shade of your eyes when they were true. I memorized the way your keys rattled in the lock, a rhythm that meant I wasn't alone. Now I'm just a house full of echoes and a ticking clock, waiting for a version of you that's never coming home. Oh, I didn't know the world was ending in that kitchen light. I didn't feel the gravity slip or the stars lose their height. You said see you later like it wasn't a lie, like the ink wasn't fading, like the well wasn't dry. If I'd known the clock was stopping, I'd have begged for more time. Instead of letting go like it wasn't a crime, now I'm haunted by the ghost of a ghost, counting the degrees of the last time you held me. And I didn't even freeze. I walked past that park bench where we used to hide. Wood is peeling now, just like the promises we made. I saw a couple laughing, and I had to step aside to keep from telling them how fast the colors start to fade. My skin still murmurs the warmth of your sleeve, a phantom vibration where your fingers used to rest. It's the quietest kind of torture to have to believe that goodbye was the only thing you did best. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, stripping the branches and leaving a leaf. I'm terrified of the day I can't conjure your scent or forget exactly how much those final words meant. Was your heart already halfway out the door? Or were you just tired of fighting a war? Oh, I didn't know the world was ending in that kitchen light. I didn't feel the gravity slip or the stars lose their height. You said see you later like it wasn't a lie, like the ink wasn't fading, like the well wasn't dry. If I'd known the clock was stopping, I'd have begged for more time. Instead of letting go like it wasn't a crime, now I'm haunted by the ghost of a ghost, counting the degrees of the last time you held me. And I didn't even freeze. No lightning, no thunder, just a door softly closed. The loneliest secret that everyone knows. The last time you held me, I was already alone. porch light still burning, a hole in the night, while the neighbors are turning out every last light. I'm still in the dress that you said was your favorite, holding a memory and trying to savor it. Your side of the closet is empty and wide, like a canyon of things that you're hiding inside. I told you I'd wait through the storm and the rain, but I didn't know I'd be waiting in vain. I'm the girl who stayed when the world moved on, the one still singing a ghost of a song. You took the car, you took the lead. I stayed behind with a heart left to bleed. They call it loyal, I call it a curse, to love you in better and love you in worse. When the fire went out, I sat by the grave. I'm the girl who stayed while you walked away. Dust started settling on your favorite chair. I catch myself talking like you're actually there. I keep the same coffee, I keep the same routine, just a hollowed out version of what we had been. Every I'm leaving felt like a test. I thought if I stayed I'd be better than the rest, but there's no medal for being the last one to leave, when the person you're waiting for is nothing to give. Is it strength or is it just fear, watching the days turn into a year? I'm a statue of salt, I'm a bird in a cage, while you're writing your life on a brand new page. I'm stuck in the prologue, I'm stuck in the past, trying to make a once upon a time. I'm the girl who stayed when the world moved on, the one still singing a ghost of a song. You took the car and you took the lead. I stayed behind with a heart left to bleed. They call it loyal, I call it a curse, to love you in better and love you in worse. When the fire went out, I sat by the gray. I'm the girl who stayed while you walked away. Yeah, I stayed, I stayed until the shadows grew long. I stayed until I forgot how to be strong. The door's still locked, but the house is so cold. I'm the girl who stayed until I just got old. I'm still here, but you're long gone. The clouds are heavy, hanging low and gray, just like the words that we couldn't say. I'm leaning my forehead against the cold glass, watching the ghosts of the commuters pass. Every job is a secret, I try to keep it. it's leaking out from under my skin. The sky finally broke under all of the weight, and I'm standing here realizing it's too late. 'Cause the rain falls down without a sound, searching for a place to break on the ground. It's heavy, it's cold, and it's lost its way, just like the pieces of me yesterday. No way to stop it, no way to be free. It's just gravity pulling on you and on me, and the sky is weeping over things it can't see. And the rain falls hard, and the rain falls like me. There's a rhythm and a tapping on the kitchen roof, the only thing left that's providing the proof that I'm still here, though I'm washed out and thin, wondering where your heartbeat ends and mine begins. I used to find comfort in the storms wild, but now the thunder is a hole in my soul. It's drowning the garden, it's flooding the street, taking the ground from right under my feet. It doesn't ask permission, it just lets go. A messy gray river in a steady flow. You can't catch a storm in the palm of your hand. You can't build a life on this sinking sand. 'Cause the rain falls down without a sound, searching for a place to break on the ground. It's heavy, it's cold, and it's lost its way, just like the pieces of me yesterday. No way to stop it, no way to be free. It's just gravity pulling on you and on me, and the sky is weeping over things you can't see. And the rain falls hard, and the rain falls like me, just like me, dripping off leaves, falling through the trees, wash me away until there's nothing left but the gray. The rain falls, and I'm falling too, just like the rain. I'm falling for you. I don't have to say a word for them to start. They got a compass pointing straight to your heart. I try to keep them locked behind a smile, but they've been tracing your exit for a mile. They don't need a map or a reason to flow. They remember the places you said you'd never go. A silent language written on my face, searching for a ghost I can't erase. I could tell my mind to just forget. scent of your skin. They know the exact moment the end began. I can lie to the world, say I'm doing just fine, but the truth is a red, silver, crooked line. I could tell my mind to just forget. I could tell my eyes we haven't met, but they don't listen to a word I say. They just spill out in the same old way. Every drop that hits the floor is a plea for you to walk through the door. I'm a stranger to myself, it's true, but my tears know your name better than I do. They whisper it softly against the pillowcase. They scream it loudly in this empty space. I'm trying to dry them, I'm trying to be brave, but I'm just a shore and your love was the wave. Yeah, my tears, they still know your name. The coffee's cold, the steam is gone. I'm watching shadows stretch across the lawn. Your keys are lying by the kitchen door, like they don't belong to this house anymore. I'm rehearsing lines I'll never get to say, while the sunlight slowly fades to gray. I thought we had a lifetime, maybe two, but now I'm just a ghost inside of you, and every breath feels like a heavy debt to a love that hasn't quite left yet. So this is my soft goodbye. No screaming prayers to a hollow sky, just the sound of a heart as it starts to break, and the quiet path that I have to take. I'm letting go with a trembling hand, tracing circles in the shifting sand. It's not a crash, it's a low, low sigh. This is my soft goodbye. I'll leave the pictures on the hallway wall. I can't bear to watch the memories fall. You'll find my sweater in the bottom drawer, a piece of me you won't need anymore. I'm walking out before the tears can spill, because if I stay, I'll love you still. They say that time is a healing thing, but it's just a winter waiting for Try to hold you softly, not to break, but feared every move I'd make. A fragile dream that I couldn't plan. A fleeting moment slipped from my hand. I saw you fade in real time, like water escaping from my life. I felt you leave before you ran. Love slipped through my hands. Maybe some fires just burn away. I trade all my tomorrows for one more yesterday. You're escaping like sand through my fingers. No matter how tightly I try to stand, if I could freeze the world tonight, I'd keep you here in the morning light. But you're falling, and I can't catch you now. Love slipped through my hands. I remember your weary smile, and ignore the warning signs for a while. I carried burdens you never shared, and loved you more than I was prepared. I played my part, I did my best, but I still failed the ultimate test. Was it my fault for loving too deep, or just a promise we couldn't keep? I'm feeling hollow, no longer whole, with memories of you haunting my soul. You said see you later, like it wasn't a lie, while the well of our love had started to dry. Maybe some fires just burn away. I trade all my tomorrows for one more yesterday. You're escaping like sand through my fingers. No matter how tight I try to stand, if I could freeze the world tonight, I'd keep you here in the morning light. But you're falling, and I can't catch you now. Love slipped through my hands like sand. You slip right through my hands. I reached for you with all I am, but you were already gone. Your love slipped through my hand, and I'm still holding on. I still take the long way past your your street, checking the rearview for a ghost I'll never meet. I found your old sweater in the back of the car. It still smells like the way we were before we went too far. I try to move forward, to step into the light, but I'm still living in that last Tuesday night. The world keeps on turning, the clocks never stop, but I'm stuck at the station where you let me drop. Every face in the crowd has a hint of your grin, and I don't know where I end and you begin. Oh, I'm wandering hallways that lead nowhere new, just tripping on shadows that look just like you. I've memorized every word that you said. Now I'm a prisoner inside of my head. I'm not really gone, I'm just fading from view. Yeah, I'm lost in your memory and looking for you. The kitchen is quiet, the table is set for one, but I'm still waiting for the damage to be undone. I talk to the ceiling like you're listening there, tracing your name in the cold, empty air. They say time is a healer, that the ache starts to dull, but the silence you left is just terribly full. I don't wanna find the exit, I don't wanna leave, because if I forget you, I'll forget how to breathe. It's a beautiful torture, this haunted hotel. I'm the king of a kingdom that's a living hell. I'm wandering hallways that lead nowhere new, just tripping on shadows that look just like you. I've memorized every word that you said. Now I'm a prisoner inside of my head. I'm not really gone, I'm just fading from view. Yeah, I'm lost in your memory and looking for you. Turn out the light, I'll find you again in the middle of the night. Just a memory, just a memory. I'm lost. I left the porch light on for a shadow that never came. Traded my favorite songs for the echoes of your name. I was the anchor, you were just looking for the shore. Now I'm drowning in a house that isn't home anymore. I gave you the moon and the stars just to light up your dark. I gave you every single piece of this fragile coffee's still cold in your favorite ceramic cup. I'm still learning and how to wait without checking up. You said I was perfect, a blessing in your life. Then you cut through the forever with a jagged knife. Was that too much of a good thing? Too easy to keep? While I was losing my mind, you were falling asleep. I didn't need a pedestal or a crown made of gold. I just wanted a hand that wouldn't let go of my hold. I gave you the moon and the stars just to light up your dark. I gave you every single piece of this fragile heart. I was a steady hand when the world grew rough. But tell me why wasn't being everything enough? I was enough. I was more than enough. But you were just looking for something I couldn't be, someone who didn't love you as much as me. I left the porch light burning till the bulb went gray, watching every pair of headlights fade away. I kept your favorite jacket hanging by the door, thinking you'd come back to claim it like you did before. I practiced every sentence, every I'm so sorry to, building up a cathedral out of everything I knew. The seasons changed their colors while I sat upon the stairs, tangled in the silence of unanswered prayers. I waited for you like the desert waits for rain, holding on to ghosts just to justify the pain. I stood at the station long after the tracks went cold, clinging to a story that we'd all Was I just a chapter you were ready to close? While I was the garden, were you just the prose? They say let it go like it's easy to breathe, but how do you stay when you're forced to leave? I waited for you like the desert waits for rain, holding on to ghosts just to justify the pain. I stood at the station long after the tracks went cold, clinging to a story that we'd already told. Every tick of the clock was a step you didn't take. Every breath in the dark was a choice I couldn't make. The world kept on moving, but I was frozen in the blue because I waited for you, and you never came through. The light is finally out now. The door is finally locked. I'm tired of counting the hours on the clock. I waited until there was nothing left to wait for. I'm looking at you across the dinner table, trying to find the thread, but I'm not able. You've got the same blue eyes, the same crooked smile, but I haven't seen the you I know in a long, long while. You're talking about your day like a rehearsed script, while the person I love to slowly slip through the cracks of the kitchen floor. I'm mourning someone who's still in the room, watching the winter flower try to bloom. It's a lonely kind of hollow, a strange kind of grief, to be holding the tree but losing the leaf. I don't miss the goodbye, I don't miss the end. I miss the soul that used to be my best friend. I miss the way you looked at me before the light went cold, before the stories that we shared felt tired and old. You're standing right there, but you're miles away, and I'm searching for the words to make you stay. I don't miss the us we've turned into, I just miss who you were. We used to stay up late just to hear the rain. Now we're just two shadows avoiding the pain. You've built a fortress out of I'm just fine, and I'm left standing on the edge of the line. I wanna reach out and pull you back from the dark, but I can't find the wood to save the spark. Is it the time? Is it the weight of the world? How did the flag of our kingdom get furled? I'm homesick for a home I just miss who you were. Your voice is the same, but I don't recognize the name. Come back for a minute, let me see the you that was in it. I miss you, I miss who you were. I'm still wearing the sweater that smells like your skin. I can't let the air out, I can't let the world in. People say give it time like it's something I own, but time's just a house where I'm living alone. I try to build walls to grow skin like a stone, but the blood in my veins has a mind of its own. I should be angry, I should be cold, I should let go of the hand I can't hold. But I'm made of glass in a world made of steel, and I'm paying the price for the way that I feel, because I've got a heart too soft to heal. It keeps keeping track of every ghost that was real. I can't scar over, I can't turn away. I'm stuck in the sunset of our yesterday. It's a wide open wide, and it's tender to touch. That's the trouble with loving someone too much. I'm broken in pieces, but I'm still made of steel, with a heart too soft to heal. I saw your car turning left on Main Street, and I felt the whole sidewalk give way beneath my feet. Most people get over the fever, the flu, but I'm still shaking from the memory of you. I'm a bruised kind of blue, I'm a fragile design, counting the days since you used to be mine. If I could just harden, if I could just freeze, I'd stop this shaking inside of my knees. But the cracks never close, they just stay there and ache. A beautiful mess that I can't unmake. Yeah, I've got a heart too soft to heal. It keeps keeping track of every ghost that was real. I can't scar over, I can't turn away. I'm stuck in the sunset of our yesterday. It's a wide open wide, and it's tender to touch. That's the trouble with loving someone too much. I'm broken in pieces, but I'm still made of steel, with a heart too soft to heal. Still beating, still bleeding, He didn't slam the door or make a sound. He just stopped putting his feet on the ground of the world we built, brick by shaky brick. He stopped the clocks while I still heard the tick. First it was the I love yous turning into good night. Then it was the distance in the middle of the light. He was right beside me, but 1,000 miles away, planning his exit while he promised to stay. He didn't cut the rope, he just let it fray, strand by tiny strand, until it drifted away. It wasn't a landslide, it was a slow, steady tide, pulling the earth from right under my pride. No sudden goodbye, no crash of the glass, just watching the seasons of us slowly pass. I wish he had broken me, I wish he'd been low, but he took his time, he let me go slowly. The phone calls got shorter, the laughter got thin, like he was scrubbing the memory of me off his skin. He stopped asking questions about how I'd been, and let the cold winter air find me in. I was holding on tight to a hand that went limp, searching for fire in a dying lamp's crimp. He let the fire flicker till the embers were gray, so I wouldn't notice he was walking away. It's the cruelty of kindness, the mercy of lies, watching the forever die out in his eyes. I'd rather the lightning, I'd rather the sting, than this quiet unraveling of everything. He didn't cut the rope, he just let it fray, strand by tiny strand, until it drifted away. It wasn't a landslide, it was a slow, steady tide, pulling the earth from right under my pride. No sudden goodbye, no crash of the glass, just watching the seasons of us slowly pass. I wish he had broken me, I wish he'd been low, but he took his time, he let me go slowly. One day I woke up and the ghost was just gone. No note on the table, no light left on. He didn't leave me all at once, you see. He just let go until there was no more of me. Slowly, so slowly. I'm standing in the light, you cast across the floor. But I don't see my own reflection anymore. You're the sun in every room, the fire in the dark, and I'm just the smoke, fire in the spark. I've mastered the art of keeping out of sight, living in the edges of your neon light. I'm a footnote in the story you tell, a quiet echo in wishing well. I gave you my color to keep you bright. Now I'm just a shade of gray in the night. I'm fading into your shadow. I'm disappearing slow, looking for a place where a ghost can go. I love you so much, I became a part of you, but I lost the girl but I once knew. It's lonely being the one who's always left behind, a silhouette you never try to find. I'm losing my edges, I'm losing the battle, just a hollow sound, a lonely rattle, fading in your shadow. You take up all the air, you take up all the space, while I'm just a blur on the edge of the face. In every photograph, I'm out of focus now. I'd ask you to see me, but I don't know how. The more you shine, the more I start to thin, until I'm just the paper that your words are in. Does it feel good to be the only one who glows, while I'm a winter garden that nobody knows? I'm reaching for the sun, but you're in the way, and I'm turning into yesterday. I'm fading into your shade, I'm disappearing slow, looking for a place where a ghost can go. I loved you so much, I became a part of you, but I lost the girl boy that I once knew. It's lonely being the one who's always left behind, a silhouette you never try to find. I'm losing my edges, I'm losing the battle, just a hollow sound, a lonely rattle, fading in your shadow. Can you see at all, or am I just the pattern on the wall, going, gone, fading in your shadow? She paints on a smile like it's armor for the day, laughing at jokes just to keep the ghosts away. She's the life of the party, the light in the hall, the one people lean on so they don't have to fall. But she carries a suitcase of heavy fun, hiding the cracks and the jagged lines. But when the sun dips low and the keys turn the lock, she stops pretending and stops the clock. The mask hits the floor with a hollow sound, and the weight of the world brings her to the ground. To wash it all away. She folds up the tissues and hides them from sight, wiping the evidence of the night. She checks in the mirror, she steadies her breath, drowning the silence that feels just like death. The pillow's still damp where she buried the side of a heart that is breaking and never was found. If I reach for her hand, would she let me inside? Or would she find a new corner where she could hide? It's a lonely religion, this pain on her own, building a temple out unspoken moans. 'Cause she cries in secret where the shadows are deep, in the hollow of midnight while the rest of us sleep. No one to hold her, no one to see. The ocean she's hiding, the storm she lets be. She's a master of echoes, a queen of the I'm okay. But she cries in secret to wash it all away. The morning is coming. She's drying her eyes, putting back on her favorite disguise. She's okay. That she's okay. That she's okay. She's crying secret. I'm chasing the outlines of where you used to be, a ghost in the hallway, a shadow on the sheets. I kept every promise that you chose to break. Now I'm counting the pieces and the room starts to shake. The silence is heavy, it's louder than words, the kind of quiet that's only ever heard when the person you die for is the one with the knife, cutting the ties to a beautiful life. I'm ink on the pages is starting to fade, of the forever we swore and the plans that we made. You walked out the door without looking back, leaving me here on a one-way track. They tell me to heal, they tell me to go, but there's a sweetness in hurting that they'll never know. Because if I stop aching, then you're really gone, and I'm not ready for the coming of dawn. Forgiveness is bitter, it tastes like the rain, a slow motion dance with a familiar pain. You took all the light and you left me the scars. Now I'm just a witness to falling stars. I do it all over, the high and the fall, to have you for a second or not have you at all. I'm bruised, but I'm still reaching for your hand, like a house made of glass in a desert of sand. My heart's black and blue, but it's beating for two, even after the damage that you put me through. It's a heavy kind of holy that's aching my chest. I'm failing the fever, I'm failing the test. Yeah, I'm shattered and broken, stuck in the gray, but I'm bruised, but loving you anyway. But the love hasn't left me yet. No, the love hasn't left me yet. I'm still here, just a little bit darker, just a little more blue, bruised, but still wanting you. I'm standing in the hallway where we carved our names, but the wood has grown over and nothing's the same. You swore on the moon and the red of the dawn that you'd still be holding my hand when the summer was gone. Now the leaves are all dying, turning brittle and gray, and I'm left with the words that you threw all away. I kept my end of the bargain, I stayed in the rain, while you found a shelter to hide from the pain. I'm holding a ghost still, we're freeing in the dark, still waiting for fire, but there's not even a spark. Was it easy to breathe? Was it light in your hands? Did it crumble like castles we built in the sands? You promised forever, you promised the soul. of a promise you forgot. I see you downtown, and you look right through me, like a page in a book that you no longer see. Do you remember a night by the edge of the lake, when you said I'm the one thing you'll never forsake? Now that never is over, and always is dead, and I'm haunted by whispers of things that you said. I'm still wearing the ring, or the weight of the stone, learning how heavy it is to be lonely and known. Did you cross out my name? Did you burn every line? Or did you just wake up and decide you would fight? Was it easy to break? Was it light in your head? Did it crumble like castles we built in the sand? You promised forever, you promised the soul, but you left me a half when you said we'd be whole. Now I'm the only one left who remembers the plot of a promise you forgot. They didn't forget. I'm still waiting here, yeah, just a ghost in the spot of the promise you forgot. The silence in the hallway has a heavy kind of weight. I'm still setting to play, it's a habit I've grown to hate. The ghost of your laughter is a haunting kind of sound. In a city full of people, I'm the only one I've found. I'm tracing the outlines where your pictures used to hang, remembering the melodies that we used to sing. Now the bed is an ocean, and I'm drifting on my own, learning that together was just a seed never grown. It's a lonely kind of love, the kind that stays behind, a bittersweet fever that I can't seem to unwind. I'm holding on to shadows while the sun is high above, just a heart-shaped hollow in a lonely kind of love. They say time is a healer, but time is just a thief, stealing every memory to leave me with this grief. I'd rather have the heartbreak than forget the way we felt, but I'm frozen in the feeling while to play.